What up, YouTube and Alaskans? Here we are at the Frontier, friends. I'm Artie. This is James, and today we got some wild times coming your way. This is going to be another story. This is a story about dealing with high school drama and being saviors slash detectives for a pointless cause. And time that I sacrificed James's taste buds for my own.
Pretty much. Another
Oh man.
frontier tale. This one, we were in high school, but you were dating a girl who was living with the family, and I was kind of, I don't know, I was hanging out with her best friend, and so we weren't actually hanging out with them. We were hanging out playing Resident Evil 4 to give you a
And we
time
just,
period, and we
yeah,
just got back from the Chinese restaurant. We got the special. You each got one. New Sagaya, the buffet.
Musa
You pick out
guy.
what you want. Got the egg roll, the rice, and sesame chicken, or what other else you wanted. And we were
And
heading back to play Resident Evil 4. I remember that.
absolutely, yeah. And I
It was
remember, and
summer.
bro, yeah.
It was a good time. I think we were both like first year college and everything. And you get a phone call on your phone. You want to take it away from there? All you,
So
dude.
for any of you guys who are not Alaskans, New Sagaya is basically called a midtown market. A lot of not incorporated, not a what's the word I'm looking for, James? Shipped in goods, like international goods. A lot of
Yeah.
Asian type goods come here. A lot of people
International
go there to
market.
shop. International, thank you. Yeah, international market. Blah. That's what happens when you record at the end of the night. Anyways, yeah, a lot of international foods, but I'm telling you right now, my opinion, in our opinion, best Chinese food in town. Sorry, no disrespect, Panda Express or anybody else, or Peking Wok or whoever. I don't know. I'm just saying this food is off the chain. And what better way to finish off a hot summer afternoon than to get some fresh, smooth Chinese sesame chicken and steamed rice with a couple of egg rolls and killing zombies in Resident Evil 4. Anyways, back to the story. Get a phone call from the girl I'm dating. Let's just call her Jill. And Jill says, we can't find, let's just call him the dude. We can't find the dude. We don't know what's happening. He
And the
got in a
dude is like
fight.
16 years old, right? He's in high
Oh,
school. He was at like a practice, and I don't think he came home from practice, right?
something along the lines of he got into an altercation with his mother. And after practice, he got in the altercation and then he just stormed off and disappeared. Now, that being said, we simply did not know. We didn't even know this kid like this. Once again, I was dating the sister's friend, and James, you were talking to the sister somewhat.
Yes.
So, uh, we get the phone call. Hey, we
The kid
can't
ran
find.
away. The dude ran away,
Yeah,
right?
the dude ran away. So we drove away. I remember thinking, we just got this food. This is some good food. Yeah, you're like, but come on, man, we can go see what's going down. We can do this, we can do that. And I'm like, all right, well, here we go. So then we head over there, like a couple of amateur detectives, private investigators. We go, we go inside, and like, where'd you last see him at? Well, he was here and he left. Last time I saw him, he was headed west. And I'm like, well, that puts him past the Diamond, which is basically the South Side Mall and the local Walmart on that side of town. So we headed in that way. We drove around to the Diamond Center a little bit. We actually took note that he was dating somebody in the Diamond area. And for anybody who doesn't know, the Diamond area essentially is like a cross between the Diamond area and Jewel Lake. So we pressed out the Jewel Lake look. We spent a good couple hours out there.
It
Then
wasn't.
only
I
to
don't think it
find
was that long because we were just. I think we were just cruising around, and then we got a phone call, and it was like, "Hey, the dude is at a Walmart," and it was kind of by the Diamond Center, and so we swing by, we pick him up. He's like, I hate my parents, whatever. And we're like, yeah,
But we
cool.
did. But we did have to backtrack though. We did go past the dinosaur. We went to it, then we went out there because we figured maybe he's going to see his girlfriend. And this was all off of info, YouTube. This is all off of info that we're trying to put together. We're like, well, I don't know.
And the girlfriend had some sort of drama between the altercation with the mom and the kid, right? It was like, I felt like it was like something with the girlfriend was tied into it too. And I don't know if the girlfriend called the mom to tell him where the dude was or whatnot. Anyways, the dude was at Walmart, right? And we swing by, we pick him up, and he's like still kind of like, hey, I don't want to go back home, whatever. Whatever. That angst of a 16-year-old, I get it. We've all been there. And you're just like, hey, well, let's head home. You know what I mean? You're still 16. You gotta
yeah. What are you gonna do? You're gonna post up at a Walmart and still wearing your Letterman jacket and your football jersey and your football workout pants, and you're out here at a Walmart. This is where you're gonna start off with it, like
right?
It was right after practice. So yeah, it was right after practice. So I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I was like, this is like, come on, we're gonna take you home to get this over with.
Yeah.
So we show up like a couple of superheroes with the kid, talking to him, walking up the steps. And here we are thinking, just no problem, ma'am. Take care.
Yes.
But that's not where it ends. You would think you'd get a reward after saving somebody's child. Not like we asked for it. We would just think like a thumbs up or a high five or a hug. No, actually, we got backstabbed. Well, at least James' taste buds did. So she forces us inside, right? We're all sitting in there, and everybody's just kind of being quiet, not saying nothing, because the mom made a demand that
we kind of go to leave. We're like, all right, hey, it's good to go. And it is around dinner time. So we started this like afternoon. We got like a late afternoon lunch. Yeah. And then it's like, it's dinner time now, kind of. So it's like around 6 or 7. And we go to drop him off. Like, hey, we found him, take it from here, mom. And she's like, oh no, your family now. Get inside. And we're like, okay.
Yeah. I was like, that's not how it works, but okay, fine. So we sitting down.
You, mom, but okay.
Well, it was just hilarious because in the midst of that sentence, she's like, "Oh, well, I ordered pizza for you guys," and I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, "Well, we did forget the Chinese food back at the house, so what the hell? Wasn't craving it, but sure." However, couldn't help but think, did she ever ask us what type of pizza we like to eat? And then that's when you said it to me, and I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be bad." So, we're all sitting there. It's all quiet. The dude is sitting there. And, well, yeah. No. First, we were in the living room because he was kind of like sulking and stuff. The dad wasn't talking. The girlfriend Jill and the older sister were over in their corner talking, and we're just sitting there like, okay. So the food shows up moments later. We all sit down. And she's like, all of you guys eat, everybody eat right now so we can talk about this. And I'm sitting up here thinking, well, all right, whatever. Pop open the pizza box. And what do we have? An olive pizza? Would you say, James?
Yeah, I think it's like black olives and something else. And
all I know.
I remember thinking too, well, and there's like, there's conversation going on. The mom's emotional and she's kind of laying into the kid, like, where were you? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I love you. I do so much for you. And you scared me by doing this. Typical stuff, like from a kid that kind of ran away and is being ungrateful, right? You're like, we've all heard it before. And, the pizza's there and the kid is eating. And eventually mom's like, hey, are you going to eat this pizza? We got it for you. And I remember like, the dad opens it and it's like black olives and something else. And I was just like, well, I don't really want this. And I was thinking too, like my thought was like, okay, if you got someone pizza, first off, either get something generic like pepperoni or cheese, or ask the people what they want. But don't get some like, don't go on a limb and get what you like, thinking other people like it. Right?
Yeah, that's how we knew this was going to get sour with them as the summer went on. But so yeah. our immaturity kicked in at that point because we were sitting there and she's saying all this heartwarming stuff, and the dude is over there tearing up. The girlfriend's over there crying. Jill's over there crying. The dude's sister's crying, being all emotional. The dad's just eating his food, mind his business. And like, I remember blatantly, I remember she said, I remember you kept shoving it. You hated the pizza. I wasn't touching shit. I'm sorry. If I know it's something I don't like, I will make an excuse up on the spot, which is what I did. I said,
You did.
I had some Chinese food.
Exactly. I was like, shit, you already did that. So I'm here left stuck, like scrambling, like thinking of like, well, fuck, I can't use the same excuse he did. And then like, so she's talking about like, I would jump in front of a truck for you. Everyone's crying. I don't know why.
I remember you're
crying. The kid walks to Walmart. He's 16, and then he called to like, he wanted to come home. Like, all right, whatever. So it's like watching your friend get scolded, even though like I just met the guy. So I'm like seeing someone you don't know get dressed down who's younger, and the mom's like guilt tripping. I'm like, I would jump in front of a truck for you, and she's like, eat the pizza, and I'm like trying to eat it, and I hate this pizza, and I'm like, like trying not to gag, and you're just sitting there just like kind of snickering. And I'm like, it's like when you get stuck in your best friend and you're watching this kid get dressed down, just like guilt trip my mom, and you're just like, I don't have any ties to this family. And just like, I just remember, like, I'm trying not to laugh so hard.
You can't stuff a pizza in your mouth.
Kind of like, we're both just like holding it in. I was shaking, I think, just like biting my tongue. And she's like, aren't you going to eat? I'm like, I am eating, but I'm trying not to laugh.
I remember I had a Gatorade.
You're like,
it was just ridiculous. I was just like, this is like the dumbest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I remember seeing your face, and I remember laughing, and you kept jamming the pizza into your mouth, but you weren't eating it. You just kind of used it to cover up your laughing. So you're like, oh. And I'm just like, that pizza looks freaking disgusting. And I remember I just like grabbed a Gatorade and was just like, it's like freaking 85, 90 degrees, smack dab in the middle of summer in Anchorage. So you would think that a Gatorade would have been cooled off in the fridge. Nah, just sitting on the middle of the dining room table. No air conditioner, no windows open. So you got warm ass red Gatorade. Man, I have never been ready to leave something that quick in my life. At that point, I was hitting the eject button. I was like, all right, well, you guys talked about it. Let's get you to talk a little bit about yourself. We got to go.
Yeah, we left. And I remember as soon as the door shut, we were just laughing. I'm sure they could hear it.
We ran to the car. I remember we ran to my car, and you were like, close the door, close the door, close the door. I remember we were just laughing, driving out. We're like, what happened? We're not even a part of this. Oh, this is ridiculous. And oh man,
and that was just
driving back.
That was
the end for it.
And then there was like, it happened again, right? We got another call. It was like, kid ran away, and then I don't know.
But that's like a whole other story though that we have to probably cover and like put it to a whole other story. But sad news is we got back and somehow our Chinese food was gone. I don't know what happened to it, but I didn't finish it. And that was when I was really irritated with this family. I'm like, you know what? You cost me one delicious ass meal I had been craving for a week. And now you took it from me.
You didn't even get
what? That's when I started getting bitter feelings about these people because you took my Chinese food and you didn't even give me the pizza I wanted. But yeah, I mean, that is the story of how James's taste buds got dismantled. He sacrificed them. That's how you handle it. Thank you, James, for taking one for the team. And thank you guys for watching the video and listening to our story and enjoying it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and comment in the section how you felt about that story. Did you think it was funny to hear how James had to sacrifice his taste buds? Did you think it was funny that I had to drink a warm Gatorade in the middle of summer in Anchorage? Or did you find something else? Please, if you have stories, you have questions, ask us in the comment section. Peace.
Peace.